buffet.
Right,
I live at this
I
address.
have started recording. Remind me.
Right then.
It's bright yellow and it looks.
Welcome, adventurers, to the inaugural chaos that will be the campaign Prisoners of the Gods.
Oh,
Ooh.
were we meant to like clap or something?
Done in silence. That's a strong start. Roland, you've got a soundboard. Use it.
I don't have a soundboard.
You've got a modulating me thing.
Yeah, it modulates my voice. That's all.
Come
it
on,
does.
come on.
Use it.
Launchpad.
Get
Anyway.
your shit going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
So-
to make my pasta.
Oh, for God's sake.
Priorities.
So, the party is held up in the mysterious prison known as the Fortress? Fuck, I've forgotten the name of my own prison.
All I'm gonna say. Start as we mean to go on.
Yeah, this is going to be how it's going the entire time. So, your party is being locked up for a variety of reasons. Nobody knows particularly anyone else, apart from a few people that may have talked before.
I have a question.
What?
Do I have a background?
Wait, you haven't made your background?
Yeah, I
Have
thought.
you got amnesia?
The one task you had!
Oh, sorry, I have a job.
So do I.
I mean, I thought we were kind of doing a session 0, but who knows?
Whatever. Just
Kind of
crack
in
on.
the session zero. Anyway,
Sure, I'll be honest. We've all done custom backgrounds. Yours is a spellcasting prodigy. There you go. There's your background. Carry on.
done. Sorry. So,
We'll figure it out.
you spend your days in a tiny cell with nothing but a bed and a shit bucket that is emptied once a week, so you have to take your leave very choicefully. The bucket seems fairly sturdy, but try as you might, as you casually get bored and try and play with the bucket, it's nailed to the floor. So, during the day, you've got various activities, including sitting out in the courtyard, sitting in your prison cell, and sitting eating shitty food.
It's bad for your knees.
All in all, yeah, not great for your knees. So you've just woken up. I'd say the sun is rising, but you have no fucking clue. There's no windows in this place. But the guards come
Supposedly
round.
morning.
Supposedly morning, yes. You can tell it's morning from the fact that the guards are currently walking up and down, banging on all the cell doors to wake you up, swearing, shouting obscenities, and generally being just fantastic people to you all.
How lovely of them.
Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it?
I'm sure we'll get on perfectly with.
Oh,
absolutely
you're
no
gonna
violence.
love these guys. They're wonderful.
Absolutely no violence between us.
No, none at all. And they come and inform you that it is time for morning gruel. So,
Hang on.
yeah, they come along and slowly open the doors and take the characters out through the corridors. I don't know why I'm gesticulating this, it might as well be the characters. And move you through to take up your quote-unquote undesignated seating in the cafeteria.
I appear to have gotten up on the wrong side of bed. I'm upside down. 1 second.
Going flawlessly.
Does Courtney need her?
Yes,
thing
Courtney needs
moving?
moving.
Where's my character?
Where is Courtney?
Please ignore the
Directly
size.
in front of your
Please
face.
ignore the lack of size on my character
Ah!
token.
Oh, I was in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Please ignore the lack of size is what I call my penis.
Where has my character?
But no, seriously, I'm inches tall. Especially
Yeah,
compared
he's
to dwarf.
tiny.
All right. Cool.
So-
just one quick thing. The buckets are
Yep.
nailed to the floor.
Yep.
How are they emptied?
My man with a scoop.
They're never empty.
He's got a hammer that goes around the bucket. It's
All right.
No,
massive,
shovels.
lifts
They
up.
are emptied by shovels.
Shovels. All right.
A
Emptied
man
by
with a big
shovels.
scoop, then fine.
Do
Maybe they're
do
down to the
we
floor with holes in the underfloor.
do
They
do
just
we
slide out.
does someone come along with the shovel or do we
Oh
have
no!
the shovel?
Trapdoor! Oh no!
Someone comes along with a shovel because they do not trust you because you'll probably try and take the shovel and beat someone to death with it.
Oh,
No,
don't do it.
no. I
Are we
would
not
never
in the
do
cell
that.
when the shovel, the shit is emptied?
No, they empty the shit usually when you're not in your cells.
But
Probably
Where are
when
we?
they're eating morning gruel. Ahem.
Thank you for that one there, Jeremy. I was just about to get to. So, you're now sitting in the cafeteria. The tables are fairly straight, pretty shitty, stained, covered in crap, apart from one table that got knocked over a few weeks ago in a brawl over who got the bigger pile of gruel. It was bloody and uneventful because both of them knocked themselves the fuck out because they're morons. You're in prison.
Where did
Was
they
the gruel
go?
bloody?
Where do they go? Nobody knows. They got dragged down the stairs into what is commonly known as the gulag, which is kind of ironic considering the whole place is a gulag. What can I say? They have standards.
Gulag has a gulag. Good stuff.
Yeah, the gulag has a gulag. The gulag.
Inception gulag.
Only way to do it.
Ah.
So you look around at the fellow people. You recognise some people you've seen a few times. You see a couple of arch enemies and maybe clench your fist and just kind of
Fancy seeing
front
you
on them. And gruel starts coming out. It's grey, it's pale, it's malnutritious.
Almost like it's gruel.
So about as good as anything you get in a whole travel lodge.
For your cooking.
All my cooking, fuck you.
Hey.
Oh, damn it.
Like,
So,
What do we have to eat the gruel with?
your hands.
Right. Can I flag down one of the guards? Excuse me, can I have some sort of an implement for this?
A guard comes over to the...
Hang on, some of us have sticks. Why can't we eat with them?
Yeah, I got a big old stick.
To the table.
One
Only
of the
your
guards
character
comes
icon
over
has
to
a
the human
stick.
and...
I just dip my beard in it.
Jesus. We're doing great staying in character. It's going flawlessly. So a guard comes over to Verena and goes, "Alright, what the fuck you say you want?"
Yeah, can I have something to eat this with?
You do, bro. You got 2 hands. Use them.
Bruv.
But I mean, something cleaner.
Mate, you want something fucking cleaner? You're in here. You're a fucking sorcerer. You fucked over the entire fucking place. You want everything that is wrong with the place, and you want a fucking spoon.
Well, a fork would be useful too.
Go fuck yourself.
Alright.
The guard,
Fine then.
the guard walks off, and as he goes, knocks your plate of gruel onto the floor.
Alright.
We're not laughing at
Alright.
you.
You cunt. It's alright.
I like to think my character would probably just turn around and go, ha ha, and then
Oh
keep eating.
God, you can live around the Midlands too much.
What?
Apparently my Midlands is coming out a bit too much.
It
Fucking
was
hell.
rather.
You sound like an ordinary chap that's outside.
So that's probably a new record, 5 minutes till corpsing. Jesus.
Good shit, good shit.
So Marina, what do you want to do now that your gruel has been knocked onto the floor?
I mean, I guess it's not a good idea to ask for more, is it?
Alright,
It's entirely up to you.
my headset cut out, but whatever, it's fine.
It's not a good idea to ask for more. I'll just pick up the bowl and put it back down and look distastefully at it.
Got an idea. Put my penis into my bowl and share with you.
No, thanks.
I don't
I
really know what's going on.
You want a utensil? I've got one.
I think I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Can I
So
punch,
after that,
can I punch Bagum?
you want to try and punch Bagum Coxwheel?
I
I've
want
been
to
ready.
punch. I want to
If
punch
you don't
Bagum.
punch me right, I'm slapping you in the face with my cock.
Right, so you need to take
Roll a
a
D20.
strength roll
Strength
for
roll.
whether or not you're going to hit.
Alright, I'm gonna need help.
So,
One
that'll be a
d4.
D20.
Roll a d20, add
Oh,
your
a
strength.
d20.
Yep, roll a d20, add your strength. So
7.
7, 9,
Seven.
that is not going to be her.
she has an armor class of 12, so you miss. So you take a swing for he steps back, you completely miss.
You're right there, but you can't
What do you do, Bagums?
I slap him with my
Swings
cock
around, cock slap on
in the
top.
face.
So you want to turn around and slap him with your cock.
Yeah.
Right, so you're going to have to, again, take a melee. So take a d20.
I need help.
There's your d20.
I think this
Roll
would
a
have to be a
d20.
disadvantage, because, you know.
Yes, this will be disadvantage.
Right, so roll
Yep.
it. Roll it, add strength. Roll the 2 of them, add strength, and take the lowest.
Yep, so
Oh
Do you
yeah.
want me to roll them for you, or can you?
I can't do it.
Roll the dice. And we have
It'd
a
be a-
6 and a 10. Lowest is 6 plus strength of 1, 7, and you miss. You
Yeah.
take a swing with your
Okay.
mighty sword and
Just
just twat your knob off the table.
Any pleasure will do.
just a second.
Need some
Um,
stimulation.
It'd be a good idea to explain what advantage and disadvantage means.
Yeah, so that was actually a very good way to do that. So what you
Advantage,
just-
roll 2, take the highest.
Yep.
Disadvantage, roll 2, take
Roll
the
2,
lowest.
take the lowest. Basically, the reason you do that is say you're in a situation well, for any reason you'd have the advantage in the situation. Ugh. Kind of
Or
self-explanatory,
a
that one.
disadvantage such as a tiny dwarf trying to slap me in the face with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The height difference was not well thought out there.
Yes, they cancel each other out. No, they don't stack.
Right.
Uh,
Cool.
Can we use magic in this place? I'm presuming it's gonna
you can
I
try.
guess we'll figure out.
I'm gonna probably get like some fucking headache. Can I like?
I think
make
I'm a magic
someone
person,
think,
aren't
You
like
are.
with the minor illusion? Can I make it look like their bowl's empty so they fuck off and I eat more?
You can try.
Can I try? Oh, how do I try?
So, you say you want to cast Minor Illusion.
I want to cast minor illusion and probably
Cool.
get murked.
So, what's... Oh,
Sure.
fuck. What is your Minor Illusion?
I will say quickly, you have 1 spell slot and this will take it.
This
Yes.
is a cantrip, isn't it?
Never mind, it's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's
Is it
cantrip.
cantrip? Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Minor illusion, cantrip. 30 feet.
What is it?
Ignore me.
So what's it saying for your cantrip on rolling?
I've got a fuck ton of text.
Where are these?
He has them.
Do you have your character PDF sheet?
Yeah,
Shark?
my PDF doesn't actually have like fucking anything on it about it.
All right. Well. Okay.
Give me a second, gotta scroll through the PHP.
Yeah. PHP. It's.
It just says one action,
On
30 feet.
the
SM,
York pub.
1 minute.
Oh no, actually, it's PDF. Yeah, it's the PDF, isn't it?
Minor illusion, here we go. It does have a component of a bit of fleece.
You're a short sorcerer, aren't you, Shark?
You need a bit of fleece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so you are sadly... Shit. You are sadly missing the components to be able to cast your spell, so,
Yeah,
I've
keep it
crashed.
out.
that ain't gonna work.
Can I try and seduce the card?
You want to try and seduce a guard. So Bagham's wish is
Not even
to
a bard.
attempt to seduce the guard. So you wait for the guard to come over. What do you do if the guard comes over?
Well, I'm there, obviously, with my cock out.
Yep.
Google.
Turns to the guard, directs hand straight to it, ask him if he wants my package, and if so, I would like some more grub.
The guard is a little taken aback by this, and after thinking for a second, he responds, "Sorry, you want me to touch your mangy little dick?"
I have you now. Yes. My cock has gotten many a females and men.
I mean, I highly doubt that.
Just because some of us still lives in our mum's basements doesn't mean.
The guard does not really approve of that slander. He raises his hand to strike Bagham's.
Do it.
Give me a second.
The anticipation.
And
Fucking-
just clips her around the face. Clips him around the face.
I start clapping really loudly.
I would
really
just be
loudly.
like, just trying to keep my head away from them.
I'm
looking
still
away
eating
and trying
gruel.
to eat. Yeah, the same. Wait,
get
I'm just
tired.
ignoring what's going on, just eating the gruel.
Yep.
I'm
This
hungry, mate.
deals 2 damage to Bagham's cockswing. The slap across the face leaves him with a welt along the side of the face where the back of the glove caught him. He falls to the floor, but gets back up rather quickly. What do you do?
Get hard.
Oh, God!
If you got sadism in there as well.
Bagham's
Or
once
math-
flaccid rod grows to a mighty length and girth, taking everyone in the room aback, including the guard.
Roll for girth.
Oh.
Roll for girth.
Give me a second.
Roll for girth.
I'm going to roll for length. Roll for length.
Well, you've got to
Roll for
roll
girth
for
as
length
well.
and girth.
He's mighty. Fuck me.
Did they get a modifier for it?
No.
No.
If
He's
anything,
mighty.
Constitution.
3-inch long. 7-inch wide penis.
Surely you should reverse those.
Yeah. That's those round. That's what happens when you roll the wrong die.
You always have to roll for length and girth whenever
Every
dick
time.
comes out.
The entire room is taken aback by the magnificently unorthodox shape of this chode.
It's like a 3-litre bottle of Coke. Why?
You said they can take it from both angles.
It's a fucking biscuit tin strapped to her crotch.
They can take it from both angles. We can go footways or sideways.
So, does any of the party have a reaction to this?
Other than laughing, no. No, I'm just gonna laugh at the length.
I'm still eating gruel.
Still
Yeah,
eating
it's
girth.
Glance over my shoulder.
Trying not to look at that biscuit stapled
So
to the crotch area.
Blazish, the Dragonborn, quickly averts his eyes and buries his face in his gruel, trying not to look at the
I mean, I would just sort of
thing.
turn around on my chair and just. The hell?
Are you looking towards or away from it?
Look towards the commotion because having been not paying attention.
Oh, so you weren't paying
Keeping
attention.
myself to
right.
myself. I've just been here to look around. Just what the hell is going on? Shut the hell up, and then go back to my food.
Breakfast. I wink with a green eye and open with a pink eye. No, not
So Ricky winks
because
at Bagham's cockswing.
I've got RGB eyes, mate.
So
Uh,
it seems Bagham's that fucking Sylar seems to be coming
Sexual
on to you.
deviant.
What do you take from this new
Yeah,
event?
I'm gonna stroll up to him. I'll
Okay.
place my dick on the table next to his gruel.
See,
And then I'm
being
gonna
inside
stick
that
to him.
doesn't work.
Alright.
Take to him. You can eat this if you want.
So
Well, I'd rather not fight a character, so can I politely refuse?
you wish to politely so you're politely refusing to gobble
I
his
will
knob.
politely refuse to gobble a 7-inch wide penis.
Oh dear, no thank you.
So let's see how this interaction plays out. Dude. Ricky, you want to politely refuse?
Yeah.
You've got to say something. That's the whole idea. You got to
Right,
roleplay it.
I'm prompting
Can
the
I just say
conversation
I
between.
politely refuse?
I'm right. So just kind of break character for a second. What I'm doing in this bit is prompting interaction between two characters. From what you've said, you should start with your polite refusal, and then Courtney's character will respond in tone, and things will develop from that.
Politely refuse. Nudge, nudge.
So, Sylar, what do you wish to do?
What the fuck's this? Sorry.
Just click OK. So, Sylar,
Wait!
how do you respond to
Dickhead.
this 7-inch wide penis being shoved in your face with the offer of you having an eat?
Unless it's a knife and a fork, I'm not going to be eating it. Unless with a knife and fork, I won't be eating it.
I just winked at him. Walked away.
Ooh.
I didn't
No.
Can I?
Bagham's simply mildly nods his head upwards, gives a wink, and just strolls off back to his table.
Can I move over to sit beside Sylar?
Go ahead.
So there's no one there. Cool.
Why are you on the table?
Because it's difficult. I should probably change my lift height.
Probably.
I'm just gonna say to him, that was nicely done, and just have my fingers crossed behind my back because that was not nicely done at all.
Right, you sucky shit.
Oh,
That probably would be a deception roll.
yeah, no,
See if
take
you
a deception roll, see if you can really
Physically
convince him.
have your fingers behind
Against your perception, Ricky.
my
what do I
perception is-
roll? Is it a D20? Is it pretty much just always a
D20 with a
D20?
minus
For-
1
Yeah,
my
for you,
perception
Wendy,
is 14.
that's
with a
passive.
DC 14.
I mean, active perception, so on the skills list.
That is 4.
4.
So, you roll a d20
Oh,
plus
shit.
4. Wendy, d20 minus 1.
Hey, you've
You
done
got
it.
2.
You've no. You've won anyway. It doesn't matter
Two
what you
to a
roll.
6. Yeah.
It doesn't
So-
matter what you roll. You have a +4. I have 2.
Rip.
All right.
He notices.
That was really nicely done. Yeah.
I turn to one of the guards like, you fucking what, mate? That's probably not a good idea to fight
Weird
between players.
flex. You just
Weird.
you just attack a guard with words. All right. Oh, I realised that I left my gruel over there, so I'm gonna head back to my table and pick up my gruel.
Probably
Oh, God.
Yeah, I've got my
Find some
gruel.
orc with his face in it.
So you all return to your food and continue eating, and then the guards enter the room and just pick you up. Like, meal time's over. Back in the fucking cages, mates, and drag you back off to your cages.
You've been elevated
Oh
back to
shit!
mates.
I gotta remember
Mates.
where my cage.
Oops.
There it is.
Which is mine.
Oh.
Where do I live?
Need to.
Put yourself
Take one.
somewhere near to where you were. It doesn't really matter. They don't really care about where you go. They just put you in a cell.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough.
You just get dumped in a cell. So
So I'm in there with someone else's shit.
yep, you get to rotate.
How long did that take?
How do you mean? How long did that take?
How long did the food time take?
It was about half hour.
Half an hour. Right. So it's like it's just. Yeah, it's still morning. It's still morning.
Yeah, no, it's still morning.
It's not
Is-
going to have taken all morning to eat some bloody breakfast.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it early
never know.
morning? Is it
Biscuit
early
tins
morning?
are
You have
or-
no idea.
Oh yeah.
It's dark.
Oh,
Nobody
it's,
knows.
It's early morning according to us. All right. Yeah. Fair enough.
So you all settle back down to sit in your cells for another few hours until you're dragged out into the courtyard later.
Cool. Cool.
I would
Uh,
probably just be like bouncing my die off of the wall. Just trying to keep my
trying to
my
keep yourself.
accuracy and keep
Oh,
myself.
try and keep it. Oh, okay, so you're trying to practice. So you throw your Nat 1 of Destiny against the wall. Take a dexterity check to see if you capture it again.
Alright. Just straight dex.
Yep.
Hang on, let me. What am I? That's great.
So it's a fairly small object, so I'm going to say that if you hold it up, so I can say the DC. DC's 15.
15.
12 plus 3, that's an
Plus
actual
3.
15. So you catch it, you throw it against the wall and just kind of catch it back in hand and continue doing that for the rest of the time.
One question.
Yes.
Do the beds have any material? Like a sheet?
Not really a sheet, it's more like a hay.
Hey.
Like hay and straw kind of compressed together and held together with twine.
Can I?
Bit of wood.
Because I want to use the twine and wood attached to my penis, trying to stretch it.
So
I was
you
going to think that you were trying to reform it to be less
So
of a
you,
biscuit tin.
take off some string from the bed. He ties one end to the bars, one end to his penis, and starts walking backwards, pulling.
Like a luth tooth.
So, take a strength check to see if you're strong enough to extend your penis. So, what would you say? The DC I'm going to say is a 10. It's not too difficult. You could manage to pull it. Ooh, 19
Natural 19. That's
plus
pretty
1.
damn good.
That's 20. So with a mighty heft, you wrench backwards from the bars, your penis elongating to
Christ.
5 inches. However, in pulling it, the girth has changed to 2 inches. Ooh.
Equivalent
You've got
exchange.
Your penis has just shrunk down and lengthened up to a nice average penis.
Well, let me do that.
However, pulling your penis like that's probably not the most recommended thing in the universe. Wouldn't say any doctor would recommend you do that. So,
I don't know if you've seen the people that do the weight training.
however,
Heard of jelking.
to ensure that you do not tear or pull anything, we're going to take a constitution check to see the health of your penis. Because you pulled it really hard, it's going to have quite a difficult strength. I'm going to say 15 on your constitution check. Plus your modifier with 1. So let's see. Oh, you're on a 14. So it's not ripped, it's not torn, but it is a bit bruised. And it doesn't look like it can get hard for a bit.
Can I repair it?
It's flaccid. You look down at it and it's longer, it's a better shape, but it's just bruised and battered.
Can I repair it with a strand line?
That would not work.
It
You
works
go
for
to
me.
grab, give it a hard choke, but the shooting pain from the bruises go up your spine and just convulse you in pain.
But I'm into pain, so I'm getting.
And okay, this pain makes you harder. Are you determined to go through with it?
Yeah.
Right, so you're gonna have to take a constitution on whether or not the pain is going to knock you out.
Does Roland keep cutting out for anyone else?
Yeah,
Every
just
now and
slightly. Every
Oh, God.
so often.
So, DC of 15 again. You roll a 16. You're able to push through the pain, keep going, get massively hard, and you just spunk all over your prison wall. Just everywhere. It's dripping from the ceiling. You got it on the walls, on the bed, on your own face. You look at yourself with a mixture of disgust and pride, and then fall asleep, satisfied with the good work. So, Wendy, you wish to do anything in your cell?
I'm just gonna stand against the wall, just stand
So-
facing into the corner of the wall, and that's all.
Wendy just stands in the corner, facing the wall. A guard
which
walks
one?
past and is confused by what he sees. Oi! Human! The fuck are you doing, mate?
I'm just gonna be silent.
You remain silent. Oi, prisoner, I'm talking to you. Prisoner. He starts banging on the bars. Prisoner, you pay attention when I am talking to you.
I'm just gonna turn around and say, "Oh, hey there, I didn't see you. I was having so much fun staring at the wall."
Are you fucking deaf, mate? I've been talking to you for the past 5 minutes.
I'm blind, I'm not deaf.
Then how the fuck didn't you hear me?
Maybe I didn't want to.
The guard does not take kindly to that.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy.
You're gonna try and cast thaumaturgy. Ooh, okay. Right, okay.
I'm gonna
Fuck is that?
create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. And that's 30 feet.
So where do you want to cast the noise and what noise do you want to
I
cast?
would like to cast it down the corridor, like over around where my hand is, and I'd like to just do ominous whispers.
You like to cast ominous whispers down the corridor.
Whispers, yeah.
So what's your what do you need to do that, or is it just
Components
success.
V. It
If
doesn't
you
seem
need
to
some,
be
it'll
anything.
be M and then in brackets. Otherwise, you're fine.
Yeah, no, it's just a cantrip, just a generic cantrip.
just say anything in your rolls as to what it takes or how long it takes?
Instantaneous duration 1 minute. Components V. That's all, pretty much.
Cool. So you mutter under your breath, and suddenly your ankles and wrists start to burn, and you hear a splitting, piercing scream inside your head. You fall to the floor, taking 4 damage.
I think I shouldn't cast
You
my spell.
roll into a small ball, whining and crying from the pain until it finally recedes.
So I just, I just decrease my current hit points.
Yep, hit points by 4.
okay. Well, fuck.
1d4.
Ah!
Prisoner,
Ah! Sorry.
shut the fuck up, prisoner. Did you just try and cast magic in it?
Ah!
Fucking sorcerer. You know that shit does not work in here. You fucking deserve that,
No, I
you
didn't.
fucking bitch.
Ah!
He walks off down the corridor, leaving you to scream.
I'm gonna stand back looking at the wall.
You slowly get back up and just place your head against the wall, feeling weary and beaten.
Oi, stop
So,
it!
Shark, what are you gonna do in your prison cell?
I don't know. I've just discovered I don't have an age, a height, or weight. I don't have eyes or skin or hair.
Right.
Somebody should decide to
I
complete
don't
that.
know anything.
Bluff.
You also,
Just a bluff.
I mean, okay, based on the fact that what just happened then means, yeah, you probably can't use magic. Let's not bother with finding out what your magic spells are at the moment. We'll do that another time.
Yeah.
Let's see what this sorcerer does in an area where casting magic hurts you.
However,
Although,
remember,
Actually,
only
you don't
one
know
of you
that.
knows this.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Yeah, not Sylar, fuck. Murano is the only one who knows it. However,
Moreno.
the screaming was so loud, you did hear it down the corridor.
Christ.
Everyone did hear
Probably-
the screaming, but don't
Fuck
know
me.
why.
Not
It's
being-
something.
Look
Fuck
here.
me!
It's
Can I
something.
hear the guard saying whatever? I'm like, I don't know how long's this.
No, you're too
No,
far
too
away. You
far.
don't. You just hear the
Them
piercing
some loud
scream.
screams.
Ah! Ah!
However, this is a semi-regular occurrence, so whilst it does wake you up and startle you a bit, you're fairly used to it. Just drift back
I was
off to
asleep.
sleep. So, Shark, what are you doing?
Just had breakfast.
So you've just gone back to
Why were you
sleep.
asleep?
So you've just gone back to sleep.
No,
No?
I'm
you said we
asleep.
were asleep.
No. Courtney went to sleep. She woke up.
Ah,
And other people that were asleep. So what are you doing?
I don't
Just-
know, Roland.
Just have a think of something you could do in the cell. If not, I mean, you can still just say, I'll just go back to sleep or some shit.
Or just sit on your bed and just kind of meditate?
I try and climb the walls and sit on the ceiling.
What?
Sit on the-
Yeah, to be fair, you do have claws. So you try and dig your claws into the wall. Roll a d20 for a strength check. The walls are fairly solid, so it's going to be quite a high DC. I'd say 17 as to whether or not you can actually get in there.
In future, I wouldn't let us know what the DC is.
Yeah, don't tell us what the DC
Yeah.
is, because that kind of kills it.
No, it's just for
Then you
some
could
money
just-
stuff.
Then
I
you
didn't
can
even
just
hear
choose
what
not
the
to
answer
roll. 17.
Well, no, you can't choose not to roll, but it's just more fun if you
10
don't
with a
roll.
0. You smash your claws as hard as you can into the wall, and all you manage to do is just slightly chip a nail.
Bet you wish you had my jizz now. Helping you up them walls.
Oh God.
So
I'm
you chip a
glad I
nail.
don't.
So all you manage to do is just chip one of your nails.
But I like my nails.
Well, what are you going to do? You've just chip one.
I'll
Right,
get some
right.
more,
No more climbing walls.
So you're just going to sit back on your bed and nurse your poor hand with its slightly chipped nail.
Yep.
Ricky,
What up, fam?
what will you be doing?
Can I talk to the guy who's opposite me in the cell? Like, what race is he? And, like, shit.
Right. So let's take a perception check to see if you
Is
can
it
find any of
dark?
that out.
What's...
It's not dark. It's a little bit dingy, you know. So you're taking your active perception. That's a d20 plus your perception, which is 4.
And you have to remember, he might be lying on his bed or something like that.
So you roll a 13. You notice a man, seemingly human, lying on his bed. It's just kind of not asleep, just kind of lying on his back, staring at the roof, not really doing much.
Oh yeah, just for like general knowledge, did you get my updated backstory?
No.
Nah, rip.
So-
Well, fuck.
Well, at least
Basically,
you have
instead of
more
a-
story than I do.
Yeah, instead of a week, it's like, I don't know, quite a while.
Yeah, sure. So
But,
you've
how
seen
long
the
have we
man.
been in the prison?
Varying amount of time.
I don't know how long I've been there.
My backstory still ends the same way, so I'm guessing I'm pretty new.
Cool. Yeah, you're fine here.
Alright,
So
can I
you,
try and like grab his attention or wake
you
him
want
up
to try
if he's
and
asleep?
you want to try and get his attention. So
Yeah,
how do you want to get his attention?
just kind of do the stereotypical shit, like, "Psst, hey, fucker, wake up."
So
Oh,
you whisper loudly across the room to the prisoner.
yeah, try not to grab attention of the guard.
What the fuck was that? Huh? What?
Oi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you across the way. You're right, fucking elf.
How long have you been in here?
What the fuck do you care how long is?
Because I want to get out.
Don't we fucking all, mate? The fuck do you think talking to me is going to achieve?
I can at least get some information. You can help me and I can help you.
Why would I want to help out a filthy little degenerate like you, long ears?
Well, maybe you'd want to get out.
Policeman in the cell.
That's the regional accent.
It's the same
It's the
accent.
regional accent.
It's fine.
They're all from
No.
all from
Mate,
north.
just fuck off and go about to bed. I don't give a shit about you. He
Alright.
turns around, lays back on his bed, a slight sigh, starts mumbling a little bit under his bed, and just goes back to staring at the roof.
Alright, I'll give up on him and try and take the biggest shit possible.
So you're gonna take a big old shit.
Yeah, I
Cool.
don't think I'm gonna come back to this.
Ah!
I'll try and
Sounds like
see.
someone else's.
Just making sure that Thingy is still there. Feet are still.
Jesus.
Oh fucking hell! I'm just gonna accept all.
Can we stop opening things?
Just accept all. That way it's fine.
So time passes, and you don't know how long it's been. You think probably a couple of hours, and the guards come back around. All right, dickheads, time for you to go out. It's playtime. So your cells are all opened, and you're dragged out into the courtyard.
Where is that?
The big thing in the middle.
little bit.
Whoops.
It's a place yourselves where you'd like to be in the courtyard.
Let me just. keep
I'm
on
doing
going.
a handstand, apparently.
What are these green things?
They're dead bushes.
Dead
Nice.
bushes.
Why are
You'd
they
think
green
they'd be
then if
trees.
they're dead?
Because that's just the colour for foliage and natural things. So you're all in your typical.
I'm an elf, mate. I like nature, despite being a wizard. Warlock.
I am one with the dead bush.
I'm creeping.
What are you?
I'm peeping through the bushes.
Can I make a stealth check?
Jesus. So you make your way into your typical area known as the playfields. It's a large cave, some dead twigs, a couple of rotting benches and stools. It's shitty, it's dark, it's moist, it's dank. There's nothing to do there, but it's a good time for you to socialise with other prisoners.
Do I see anything around me that I might use to escape? Or is that way too general of a term, of a question?
Bit too general a
Bit
question.
too general of a question. Alright.
However, you could look around and see what you see.
Can I see anything about, like, the doors?
So you're going to have a look at the doors.
Yeah. Do I need to go to a specific one, or can I just make
No,
a
you
general look
you
at
could see them
everything?
from here.
Okay. Just quickly, does the movement, like, is that only
Movement
during
only
combat?
really applies when we're in
Only
combat.
really during
In
combat.
combat, alright, yeah. So I
Perception.
could theoretically go look around at the doors and see if
Movement,
there's
yeah.
any open.
So
It's how
roll
far you
this
can
for
move in
your
6
perception
seconds.
check.
Oh, what, sorry? Roll for perception.
Roll that for your perception check.
10 plus or minus perception 3 plus 3.
So 13. You look at the doors in the place and you see they're quite heavy, heavier than the ones on cells. They look quite reinforced, tough, set into the wall quite far with big, thick bars and huge padlocks. They look like the sort of thing you'd struggle to really make a dent in.
All right.
Is there anything
I have
around
a
here you could climb
question.
up?
So you want to check if there's anything you could possibly climb. Take a
Yeah.
perception roll. Have a look for something climbable. And what's your perception?
21.
Fuck me.
So you look around and notice there's a small amount of almost just a very faint shaft of light in one of the corners. You walk on over to it, and you notice a kind of rocky outcropping where it looks like some boulders have fallen down and made this small pile. The hole you can see is tiny, very small, but it definitely looks like light a long way in the distance.
I'll try and scramble up a few of the rocks, see if I can get
So
a
you
bit of
want to climb up the
a better
rocks.
view.
Okay, right. Roll for dexterity to see if you'll make it up.
12, maybe.
So 9 plus your
12, I just said it.
3 dex. Yeah, 12. So you scramble up the rocks. They're a bit loose, so you manage to get up a couple, but near the top you start crumbling away and slipping, and you just kind of end up rolling semi-gracefully back down to the floor.
I'll take it.
Can I move over to Finrick and just say you're trying to get out or something?
Not really trying to get out yet. Just, seeing what's around, taking stock of where we are. Always good to do in these places, you know.
Yeah. Well, the doors are really heavy in here, but they seem
really?
well. They seem wow. They seem a bit more reinforced than our cell doors. So I think if we were to escape, it probably wouldn't be from here.
Yeah, it's
Emphasis on the we were to escape.
Ooh, so you
What are you thinking?
Do I hear any of this?
Perception.
Do any of us being here hear any
Can
of
I,
this?
Perception.
so
Nice. Oh my.
Courtney wanders over to the three of them, and
This is what I try
Is
not
them
to do in these places.
lightly overhearing.
This is what I try not to do in these places.
We'll try not to do what?
I've got an idea.
Bring a crowd around me.
Bring a crowd around you. Well,
Why
I move over to midget.
to the midget. I
I
mean,
mean,
if
at this point, there's a gathering. It'd be hard to
Yeah,
not
so-
see.
So people
I
are
want to
taking
ask them what
notice.
they're saying.
if any
And
of
all
us
the-
were to get out, it would be better if we were all getting out together.
So all the party move over. Courtney, what are you wishing to mention?
I was saying that I could collect some sticks, hide them in my beard, maybe help fashion some kind of weapon.
That would have to be one hell of a beard.
Bear
I've
in
got
mind,
one out of a beard.
I'm gonna try and move directly in front of him so that he, can't speak.
So,
I'm jumping up and down behind you.
Finrick looks over at Bagham's beard and notices it is a rather thick, full beard, looking like you could hide ample amounts of sticks in the beard.
If you want to try it, be my guest. But it ain't on me if it goes wrong.
I'm okay with that.
So, looks like we may be starting to have an idea for fashioning some weapons. So, Ricky, whilst walking round in circles, you happen to overhear this conversation. What do you wish to do?
Who looks the friendliest, according to me? Like, will I? Can I
Good
do
luck.
something for this?
Is that a perception check? Who looks friendliest?
Yeah, you want to take a perception check to who seems friendliest?
Sure.
gosh.
So, roll your d20, it's just there.
I mean, I've spent fuck knows how long in a desert. Oh, that seems laggy as fuck.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
start
just
it
like-
up as you go.
Just sort of select it and mash R a few times to roll it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
Oh, I
not a
think.
great roll.
Did I roll it or not?
Just
No,
do it again, just so we can do
just
it.
roll it.
There you go.
So, 19. You look and see the party seems in varying states of prickliness. Morena looks like she doesn't really want to be there, is focused only on talking to Finrick, trying to block everyone else out of the conversation. Blaze is just kind of standing on the outside, just sort of watching things unfold, seeing what happens. And Agams here seems to be jumping up and down, trying to get people's attention.
Who's what race are they?
Bagams
I
is
can't
a
remember.
dwarf.
I remember that. I mean the other ones. Like this Dragonborn.
Human.
Halfling.
Yeah. Blaze is standing at the edge as a dragonborn. Morena Kovacs the bitch is a human, and Finrick is a halfling,
That's why my character model's like 2 inches
2
tall.
foot tall.
I'll talk to the Dragonborn, I guess.
Right,
So
Because
talk to him.
everyone else is like, whatchamacallit? Well, one's
Ah!
a sex offender. Like, had no good experiences with humans.
So you ignore the dwarf jumping up and down with his
The one that offered me his penis, yes.
the sexually deviant dwarf. You ignore him and talk Dragonborn standing on the side of the pack.
Gonna say, yo, do you know what's going on here?
I came over to figure out what they were saying.
Ah, shit. Have you figured out what they were saying?
Can I see if I can eavesdrop to figure out what they're saying?
So yeah, take a perception check to see if you can figure out
This would
what's
have
being said.
Do I
this
roll
would have
this?
to be a advantage, right?
Yeah. Roll with D20 and add your perception
hang on.
skill.
Because you're fairly close, you'd be advantage on this. You know, it's not too difficult. So roll both the dice, take your
I was gonna
highest
say,
level.
how far
I
away
think
is he?
one of
Like
my
5?
dice has fallen.
He's like 10
Yeah.
feet away, so you know.
So roll both of them.
You can just click and drag over them.
So
Nat 20.
nat 20 and an 8.
Yeah, you hear
So,
everything with
yeah.
me
The
saying.
Dragonborn
Heard
hears
everything.
everything being said in perfect tone. He knows exactly what's been going on and feels
He knows exactly how
Salar in what's
dehydrated they
going
are.
on.
Right. I relay the information that I know exactly what's going on, but I don't tell him what the information is.
Right? You've got to do that. You've got to do.
You've got to say that.
You've got to say
you've
it.
got to say that.
Yes, I heard exactly what they're saying, but I don't want to tell you what they're saying.
Why not? Like,
I've only just met you. You're just chatting to me.
we're both.
Why
of
would I
the,
tell you?
We're both of the deemed lower classes or lower races. We could help each other out.
And you white.
What was that? Are you white?
Yeah, he just asked if you're white.
You fucking cis me. No. Like yes, I'm white.
Yes, you are a white elf.
Yes, I'm.
All right, I
white
can trust you
pale
then.
boy. Fuck me.
All right. Cool.
Right, so the Dragonborn, but in a different way.
Did I
So
hear any
do
of this?
You tell me what's going on.
Yes.
Hang on, what's your passive
Yeah.
perception?
Mine.
No, Wendy's.
Wendy's.
13. Yeah, you pretty much hear what's
I
going on. They're
think-
quite close and they're not too quietly.
I think we'd all hear this.
Yeah, everyone hears
Yeah.
what's going on.
Right.
It just turns into you're white.
Right,
So-
I've trusted him now. I'll tell him what I heard.
Okay.
Alright.
I heard what they were talking about, leaving, escaping via
Have they got any idea how?
cells.
I
Because
well,
the
no,
doors are thinner there at the cells than they are in the not cells.
How long have you been here?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Fuck.
So
I
you
can't
also
remember anything about me.
so at this time at this time Bagams hears what's going on and kind of waddles on over and butts into the conversation.
So, you want to know? I'm planning to make some weapons. If you're up for it, I'll make you. I need something.
If it's anything like what you offered in the cafeteria,
I'm going nowhere near your dick.
yeah, I'm afraid it'll be another polite declination. Declination?
No way I could persuade you.
Right, so Courtney is going to try and persuade you. So, Courtney, you need to roll a d20 plus your persuasion modifier. Everyone else roll a d20 plus their constitution. So,
No points.
Ricky and Shark roll and add your constitution.
Why con?
That's the sort of thing that would be whether or not you could put that thing up, surely, or would it be charisma?
Is my con?
Charisma.
Yeah, fuck it, actually, sorry, charisma. Yeah.
Oh, sweet, I got 18.
Constitution is how much health you have.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Is my charisma 16 or 3?
The plus
Three.
modifier, so plus 3.
Yeah.
It is.
You're not
So I've
adding
got,
plus.
total
But not at the
18.
point where you're getting plus 16 to a roll.
18. What did you roll, Shark? 10
Is
plus
that with
your
modifier?
charisma, which is
13.
3, so that's 13.
Yeah, when you roll, try and say your total.
Yeah,
Not
Courtney
the
roll plus her persuasion. A 12. Did any of you get? So,
I got an 11.
I got a
your hang on, Courtney, your persuasion is for a persuasion check. That modifier takes your charisma into account.
Do you want me
That's
to roll
how that's
Foxy?
worked out. No, you're not involved.
Alright.
So you try to. So Courtney tries to persuade the two of them, and they don't really seem to come around to her way of thinking with her penis.
His.
I just walk away.
Are you misgendering your fiance, Roland?
Yes.
I did that to Jess. Didn't help.
Right.
Anyway.
So gonna need to. Jesus.
Yes.
Just as later, I'm gonna need to take a quick pause because I've been eating gummy bears like Courtney has. I forgot they're sugar free.
All right. That's our first break.
So that's session
An hour
one
and a half.
break.
How long is till? How long will it take you to do what you need to do?
Shouldn't take me too long, hopefully.
Right, because in 20 minutes I need to go pick my mother up from work.
It'll probably be then. So we'll pick the session up when Shark gets back from picking up his mum.
It was like 20 past 9. That's
Alright.
basically an hour, Roland.
Everyone alright with that?
Maybe I should try and figure out a backstory in that time.
Yeah. You figure out a backstory. If you've got anything you need to do, write down your spells, that sort
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm
And
gonna
I'll
play
recap
Minecraft.
when we get back.
Spells.
I'm
If
gonna
anyone
play
needs a
Minecraft.
hand in the break, just shout.
Yeah, give him a shout.
I'm
Right,
gonna
This is
play
the break.
Minecraft
Help.
for the moment.
What bit?
right.
Spells back.
Hello?
Myself.
Ah. Oh. Recording.